All right, let's talk about something super important. In the roofing business, your quality work on a house speaks for itself, right? But here's the thing. How do people even find you to see that great work? The answer, more and more, is online. Today, we're going to break down why your company's website isn't just some online flyer. It's your main storefront. And you know what? It probably needs a checkup way more often than you think.
So let's just cut right to the chase with this question. Seriously, think about it. If a potential customer, someone with a real urgent roofing problem, lands on your website and bounces off in just a few seconds, you didn't just lose a website visitor. You very well could have lost a massive job to your competitor down the street, all because their online presence was just a little bit better.
I mean, put yourself in their shoes for a second. A homeowner's got a leak, they're stressed, and they're scrolling online looking at you and 2 or 3 of your competitors. Your website is literally the first time they walk in the door and meet your company. So what do they see? Is it clean, professional, and easy to navigate, or is it kind of clunky, slow, and confusing? That first impression, man, it's everything.
And the stakes here are they're incredibly high. See, an outdated website doesn't just sit there doing nothing. No, it actively works against you. It can literally push potential customers away because it sends all the wrong signals, that maybe you're out of touch or not as professional, or even worse, that you can't be trusted.
This right here really breaks down that split-second judgment people make. Over on the left, you've got all the things that make people leave. It's slow, it's cluttered, it looks totally broken on their phone. It's just frustrating. But on the right, that's where you want to be. Fast, clean, professional, and looking great on any device. That builds instant credibility and makes it dead simple for that homeowner to take the next step and call you.
So you might be wondering, why does a website that looked perfectly fine a few years ago suddenly feel ancient? Well, it's not just about flashy new styles. Your website is actually in a constant battle with 3 powerful forces that are always changing the game online.
And that brings us to the magic number. The big recommendation here is 2 years. To stay in the game and actually be effective, you should be doing a serious review and a significant update to your website every 2 years. That's really the cycle you need to keep up with those forces we just mentioned.
And here are those 3 forces. This is why that 2-year cycle is so important. First, what looks modern and trustworthy online changes fast. Second, more and more people are searching for you on their phones, especially when they have an emergency. And third, the secret sauce for getting found on Google, SEO, is constantly being updated.
Let's dig into that first one, design. Look, a clean, modern website isn't just about looking pretty. It's a huge psychological signal. It tells people you're professional, you're current, you're trustworthy. If your site looks like it was built back in 2015, a homeowner might subconsciously wonder if your roofing methods are just as old. Okay, now for the second force, mobile. And this is a big one. Just picture it. There's a storm and a homeowner is standing in their hallway staring at a new water stain on the ceiling. What do? They grab their phone to find help, like right now. If your website is a jumbled mess on that little screen, they are not going to waste time. They're just going to tap back and call the next roofer on the list. End of story.
And force number 3 is SEO. All that really means is this. It's how you make sure you show up when someone searches on Google. The rules for getting to the top of that list change all the time. A website that was built just a few years ago might be totally invisible today to a customer searching for roof repair near me.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the problems. Enough doom and gloom, right? Let's flip the script and talk about the solution. What does a modern, lean, mean, lead-generating website actually look like today? What do your customers really expect to see before they'll even consider calling you? So here it is. This is basically the checklist for a website that works. It's all about the customer. You got to have that clean design that works perfectly on a phone. It needs to load fast. And of course, you need amazing, updated photos of your work. But you know what's most important? Making it ridiculously easy for them to get in touch with you. Big, clear contact forms, quote request buttons, and a map showing where you work. No guesswork. And here's the best part. All this stuff, the design, the speed, the mobile friendliness, it's not just techie nonsense. These are straight-up business tools. A modern website is a machine, and it's designed to do one thing really, really well. Turn a random person clicking around online into a qualified lead that puts money in your pocket. And hey, check out this chart. It just lays it all out there. Look at how much these things matter for getting leads. Yeah, testimonials and project photos are huge for building trust, absolutely crucial. But look at that bar on the far right. An easy contact form has a very high impact. The lesson? Don't make people hunt around to give you their business. Make it obvious.
This quote here just nails it. It's all about psychology. Roofing is a high-trust business, right? People are letting you work on their biggest asset. So for them, seeing is believing. Those before and after photos, reviews from their neighbors, that's gold. That's what gets them to finally say, okay, I trust these guys, I'm gonna call them.
So, let's bring this all home. If you remember one thing from all this, let it be this idea of the 2-year checkup. Your website isn't a set-it-and-forget-it kind of thing. It's a critical asset for your business, and just like your best piece of equipment, it needs regular maintenance to keep performing at its peak.
And this timeline shows you exactly how fast things can go downhill. Year 0, you launch your shiny new site. It's great. But by year 2, that design is already starting to feel a little old, and your Google ranking is probably slipping. If you wait until year 3 or longer, forget it. Your site isn't just standing still, it's actively costing you money because it's slow, broken, and invisible to new customers.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. You're a roofing expert. You would never tell a client to ignore their roof for years, right? Because you know that little issues turn into huge, expensive problems. Well, your website is your digital roof. It's protecting your brand and your reputation online. So the question is, isn't it about time you gave it a proper inspection?